guys, this is Kevin, just making a quick video showing you guys what I've been working on. Now I know I hadn't made a video in about a week, and that's because I bought a car and I misdiagnosed it when I bought the car, so it took me fucking forever to get the car fixed. Let me show you what I got. This is a 2002, oh shit, choking, 2002 Honda Civic. Now the only dent that it has is this dent right here, which could probably be pulled out. Now, when I went to see this car, the guy said it has a misfire. So I get over there, everything checks out. It had a misfire on cylinder 1. So what I was thinking was, whatever, worst case scenario, it needs exhaust valves or intake valves. So the misfire was on cylinder 1. I got it back home. I checked it for spark. It had spark. Checked it for fuel. It was getting fuel, but it was getting no compression whatsoever. So I was like, yeah, it's a fucking valve. So I pull the head off and go through pulling the head off. And right now, with how many Civics I do right now, I can do a cylinder head. I can pull a cylinder head off in roughly about 45 minutes. So I pulled the cylinder head off, and then I started inspecting it, and I'm like, wow, these fucking valves look really, really good. So there was no problem with the valves whatsoever. What it happened to be was, let me show you here. I inside of the trying to get my garage cleaned out. I just wet down the floor and shit, but this is the piston that came out of it. Now the piston is not round anymore. It's a little bit kind of on the sides here. It's kind of wore down a little bit, and the reason that is because of these rings. I'm not sure if you can even really see it, but the rings are bad. These rings are fucking horrible, and so it was getting no compression because it needed rings in this one cylinder. The rest of the cylinders, the compression was really good. Let me show you the difference also real quick. This is a Honda Civic piston. This is a Mitsubishi Lancer piston. There is a huge fucking difference right there. Anyway, so back to the car. So I realized that let me give you a quick walk around of it real quick. I don't know if I really can, but there's no real dents on the car. Tires are in good condition. It has it didn't come with this bike rack. I had this bike rack in the garage, and I just don't need it anymore, so I just put it on this car and was like, fuck it. But the guy just changed the carpet. It's kind of dirty or whatever, but the carpet's in actually good condition. So what happened was, once I got the cylinder head off, I grabbed the piston, and I noticed I could shake the piston. It was basically wobbling inside the cylinder, and I was like, oh, fuck. I hope the cylinder's not fucked up. So, the wall on the actual block. So, if you don't know, you can change pistons. You can basically rebuild the whole fucking motor of a Honda Civic with very, very little work. I mean, it's very little work taking the oil pan off. Once you take the oil pan off, it has... everything is just right there. You can disconnect it and push it up through the top, since you have the head off anyway, and push the pistons out. So because of all the other 3 pistons has good compression, so the rings are good and all that, I went to pull apart, found a car, just basically went off of whatever, pulled the head off. There was no wobble on it, so I bought it. It was like $25 for the rod, the piston, and the rings and all that, because I didn't want to go through putting a new piston, just one new piston in this fucking car. It's a $300 car. So I did that, got it back, put it in there, and I was scared to death, man. Every time I touch a fucking rod bearing, there is always a fucking issue. There's always an issue. But this car wasn't knocking or anything, so I took the old rod bearings and put it in the new piston and rod and all that and put it back together. And let me actually start it up for you. Now, it does have a check engine light for an O2 sensor, but I'm not gonna really fuck with that. The exhaust is a little bit loose also. You hear the exhaust rattle right there. But this thing drives incredible. Why is there so much fucking glare? Don't understand. Anyway, so if you can see there, It idles, no issue. The only thing you hear is that exhaust rattling because one of the hangers is fucking broke. It does have 240, but what's weird about that is it has 240 on the car, but on the title, it shows that the person that I got it from just bought the car like 3 months ago, and on the title it says 120,000 miles. Now I know with the Civics, like this year model, it is digital, but the miles is saved into the cluster and not the computer. So if somebody changed the cluster for a cluster that had, you know, 240,000 miles, that's what the car is going to show. I'm not going to go into changing a cluster that has less miles because I don't fuck with miles. I'm not going to deal with that. That's basically against the fucking law. So, you know, I'm selling it as 240,000 miles. You know, people can see the title and kind of go from there and, you know, figure out what they want to do. It does have ice cold AC. Everything works on it besides the driver's side window. This is the LX, so it, you know, it doesn't have a sunroof. Clutch is great. It's a 5-speed. Love 5 speeds, but I just don't like the 1.7 motor. Interior is okay. Oh shit. And like I said, besides that one dent up there, that's really the only dent that the car has. Tinted windows. The tires are basically like brand new for $300. So $300. I paid $25 for the piston and rod, and then $40 for the head gasket. So, you know, I'm like, I'm still less than $400 into this car with all the little bullshit parts that I had to get. You know, sealant and stuff like that. You still can't beat it though. I drove the car for about an hour today, didn't have any kind of issue. This is really fucking annoying me and blurry as hell. What the fuck is this? Okay. Well, so I hope this whole fucking video doesn't come out blurry or whatever, but yeah, I'm rearranging my fucking garage here. I just wet down everything. I need to get rid of this fucking Civic. It's taking up space. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. I started it, like I said, a couple weeks ago. It fired right up, but it's an automatic. So what the fuck do I want an automatic for? So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. Also, check this out. These are head gaskets, just head gaskets that I've done in the past, I want to say 3 or 4 months. I mean, this is like 20 head gaskets. So that's why I'm known around here as like the Honda head gasket guy. I guess that's it for today. I've got some shit coming up, and like I said, if it wasn't for me having to do all this work on this fucking Civic, I would have spit out at least 2 or 3 videos. I made a video, but unfortunately it was like 3 parts of the video, and the third part of the video, I didn't hit record. So I was talking to my fucking phone for like 8 minutes, and none of it recorded, and I was like, oh my god, fuck this, I'm not going back through it. So, I would appreciate you guys for watching. Thank each and every one of you. Hit me up on Facebook if you have any questions about any of my videos or any of my past videos, and have a great night.